Hello and welcome to our YouTube channel. So, in this session, we are going to look into puzzles for distributions for SBI PO Prelims Exam. It is designation based and simple distribution, right? Yeah, and before we move further, please do not forget to subscribe to our YouTube channel, that is Time for Bank Exams, and do not forget to hit the bell icon for all the notifications of the videos we upload in our channel. Okay, there is a note, questions marked with double asterisk mark are models that appeared in various bank exams of recent years. Right, so here this is a previously given bank exam question. These questions are based on the following information. So, it says 10 persons A through J are working in XYZ bank. Their designations are among Managing Director, Executive Director, General Manager, Deputy General Manager, Assistant General Manager, Chief Manager, Senior Manager, Manager, Probationary Officer and Clerk, but not necessarily in the same order. Okay, so there are 10 persons, so there will be 10 designations. The following information is known about them, and you have a note here which is an important one that says the position has been given in the decreasing order of their seniority in that order. Now, this is very important. So, clearly says the designations are given in the decreasing order of their seniority in that order, means Managing Director is the senior most and Clerk is the junior most. So, this note should allow you to understand that we need to fix the designations. So, we fix the designations in the given order of their seniority. Managing Director is the senior most and Clerk is the junior most. So, we fix the designations first and then we go into the conditions for fixing the persons in each of those designations. Okay, right. So, we will start with MD, ED, GM, DGM, AGM. So, we have MD, ED, GM, DGM, AGM, GM, DGM, AGM. Then we have CM, SM, Manager, PO, Clerk. CM, SM, Manager, PO and Clerk. So, these are our 10 designations. And now, based on the given conditions, we can fix all of these designations, the persons according to the given designations. Okay, right. Now, coming to the information. Now, here he says H is GM and means it refers to the first person, that is H, junior to B. So, when he says junior to B, not necessarily immediate below, it could be some positions below also. But first let us fix H as GM and then H is junior to B. So, H is GM and then H is junior to B. So, above H there are two positions. So, B can occupy in any one of those positions. So, what we will do? Immediately you need to understand that there will be two cases. Either B will be given in the position of MD such that H is junior to B, or B can be given as ED, Executive Director, and H is junior to B. Two cases. Okay, right. Then only two. See, it says only two. Sometimes the word only can also be replaced by the word exactly. The meaning is the same. Only two persons are junior to B and senior to I. So, only two people should be junior to B, means below B, and senior to I means above I. Correct? Because we have arranged them in the decreasing order of their seniority. Correct? MD is the senior most, clerk is the junior most. See, sometimes what happens in the designations, he may give it in the reverse. The designations will be starting from clerk, PO, manager, like that he will give the order. And then in the note he will say clerk is the junior most, MD is the senior most. So, whether it is given in the decreasing order or it is given in the increasing order, we always arrange the designations in the decreasing order only. Why? Because when he says junior, you can easily identify it as below. And when he says senior, you can easily identify it as above. So, interpretation becomes easier. Understanding the point? So, always learn to interpret the information in such a way that the further conditions becomes easy for fixing. Understanding? Okay. So, now here he says only two people are junior to B means below B and senior to I means above I. Okay. So, junior to B, senior to I. So, in the first case, we will have I as DGM. And in the second case, we will have I as AGM because only two people are junior to B and senior to I. Correct? Then, only two persons are junior to J. So, below J, there should be only two people. That will give the position of J. Now, in both cases, I can fix J as manager such that only two people are junior to J. Correct? Then, he says the number of persons who are junior to I and senior to J. So, junior to I and senior to J. So, let us check that. So, look at this, junior to I and senior to J in the first case is 3 and in the second case junior to I and senior to J is 2. So, the number of people that are junior to I and senior to J, okay, is the same as the number of persons who are junior to H and senior to G. So, same number of people should be junior to H and senior to G, means basically number of people between I and J where I is above J is same as number of people between H and G where H is above G. Correct? Okay. Now, we have I and J, there are 3 people. So, between H and G also I need 3 people. So, I can fix G as the senior manager in this case. So, that there are 3 people. Now, here there are 2 people between I and J. So, similarly, leaving 2 people, I can fix G as a chief manager so that there are 2 people between H and J. Understood the condition? So, interpreting becomes easier. Whenever he says junior, you can simply understand it as below. Whenever he says senior, understand it as above. That is why we always fix the designations in the decreasing order. Interpreting the information becomes easy. Remember that. Got it? Okay. Then, F is senior to I and junior to J. So, when he says and, it always refers to the first person, that is F. So, F is at the same time above I and below H. Okay. Junior to H. Senior to I, junior to H. Okay. Now, look at this. We had F who is senior to I and junior to H. So, that is why I give some dotted lines because we don't know where F can be given. He never said immediate junior, immediate senior. Correct? So, F has to be somewhere between H and I compulsorily. But if you look at the first case, there are no positions between H and I. So, we will not be able to fix F in this scenario. So, this arrangement is ruled out. So, we need to learn to recognize which is the condition that is giving you possibilities and subsequently which is the condition that is eliminating that possibility. These are all the things you need to, look at and understand. Got it? Now, here there is only one position between H and I and now that will be F. Senior to I, junior to H. Correct? Then, A is senior to C, but again it has the same meaning as and or but whenever it is given, it always refers to the first person, that is A. So, A should be above C, but not senior to G, means not above G. So, when he says not above, it has to be below only, because no two people have the same designation. Correct? So, if it is not senior, it has to be junior. So, A is senior to C, but not senior to G means junior to G. Okay? So, A should be above C and below G. So, we have A should be senior to C, but not senior to G. So, A has to be somewhere in between G and C. Now, look at in this case, you can have A as SM and you can have C as PO or clerk. Then you can have A as PO also, then you can have C as clerk. But you cannot have C immediate position of G, that is very clear, and you cannot have A in the last position. Correct? Now, what else is given? We will check. Now, he says neither A nor C is a PO. So, neither A nor C is a PO. So, look at this. Neither A nor C is a PO. Now, it is confirmed. The only possibility is you fix A as SM and then you fix C as clerk, because neither A nor C is going to be PO. Correct? Yeah. Further, E is junior to D. So, junior means below. So, E has to come below D. So, we need E below D. Now, there are only two positions available. So, E will be put as PO. Then and only then you can have D as MD. So, like I said, junior does not necessarily mean immediate position. That is why the dotted line. Always learn to recognize the information using positions. Now, see, by the time we have finished our paragraph, by the time we came to the last condition, my arrangement is ready. You should not go back to the paragraph and reread any information. Learn to understand it like that. The flow should not be broken. It has to start from the first condition and keep moving on, and by the time you come to the last line, your arrangement should be ready. And if some information you are not unable to put it in the main arrangement, make a note like this using positions, so that whenever needed you can fix them. Understood? So, this is how we get our final arrangement. Always learn to fix the designations in the decreasing order only. Senior most at the top, junior most at the bottom. Then only in the conditions senior can be replaced as above, junior can be replaced as below. Got it? Great. So, now based on this, let's have a look into the questions. Right. So, I have carried over the arrangement here. Now, look at the questions. How many persons are junior to G? Means below G, how many people are there? Check. Below G, how many people are there? 4 people. So, it is in the third option. Okay. See, the answer is 4, but the option is 3. So, just because the answer is 4, don't mark 4th option. You need to be quick, but you should not be in a hurry. There is a lot of difference between those two. Okay. Great. So, choice 3. Then next, who is the general manager? So, who is the general manager? It is H, and that is available in 5th option. Choice 5. Okay. Then, the number of persons, okay, let me read it here. The number of persons who are senior to A is same as the number of persons who are junior to. So, the number of people above A is same as number of people below who is the question. So, number of people above A. Now, if you look at it, the number of people above A you have is 3 plus 3, 6 people. So, the same number of people should be below who. So, you have 6 people here. So, that means my answer will be F, choice 2. So, basically how you have to look at this is, you need not count the number basically. Just when you get a question like this, sometimes you will get a condition also like this. Number of people senior to A is same as number of people junior to F. Correct? Now, in this case, when you have a condition like that, look at the positions. Whenever you have this condition, the positions of those two people should be the same, but from opposite ends. That is always how you have to understand and interpret. Now, look at A. A is 4th position from the bottom. correct? Now choose a person who is 4th position from the top, that will be F, and so my answer is F. Learn to interpret like that, always learn to interpret using positions, then you will never forget it. Understood? Okay, yeah, so it is F. Great. Then 4 of the following 5 are alike in a certain way and hence form a group. Find the one who does not belong to that group. So it's a odd man out format. So it's an odd man out format. So let's check it. So the first option we have is B and AGM. Look at it. AGM is here, B is here. So the person is above the designation, correct? And in between you have 2. That's what I can understand from here. In between you have 2 people, person is above the designation. Now what about the second one? D and DGM. Okay, where is it? Same thing. The person is above the designation and in between you have 2 people. Understanding the point? Then next we have G and PO. Okay, let's see. Check here again. G is above the designation and in between you have 2 persons. Correct? Then F and MD. So where is MD? MD is here. Now in this case what is happening? You are getting it in the reverse. The person is below the designation but in between anyways you have 2 persons. Okay. Then we have A and clerk. Look at it. Again what is happening? The person is above the designation and in between you have 2 people. So now you got your answer. The answer is F and MD, choice 4. Because in that case the person is below the designation. Yes? Right. So what is the commonality here? Person is above the designation. In between you have 2. That's the common logic that we have identified. Right? So choice 4. Okay. Then, right. So those were the questions you have in that set. Now coming to the next, that was the designation based. Right? Now again it's a previously given bank exam question. He says 10 persons A to J visited Hyderabad, Chennai and Delhi. At least 3 persons visited each city. The following information is known about them. It's a simple distribution, but it's an uneven distribution because you have 10 people and there are only 3 cities, Hyderabad, Chennai, Delhi. Correct? And he is also saying that at least 3 people visited each city. At least means what? Minimum. Minimum 3. So how do you recognize that? See, when he says at least 3, you have to understand that as minimum 3. Minimum means greater than or equals 3. That is how you have to understand it. Greater than or equals 3. Minimum is 3. You can have more also. Correct? Now you need to identify how the distribution is. As a general idea is there are only 3 cities. Per city, if I put only 3 people, then you will have 9 people. But how many people are there? 10 persons are there. Means there will be 1 person additional in any one of those 3 cities. That's the understanding. Because he said the minimum limit is 3. No city can have only 2. The minimum is 3. So per city, if you put the minimum limit, there is 1 additional person that I have to put in one of the cities you will get. So you always have to understand how do I represent the data in a skeletal form so that I can start fixing my arrangement. So for this analysis is important. Okay. So now what we'll do before we go into the information. So let's take the table. So we will have, let me just see what are the cities, Hyderabad, Chennai, Delhi. Okay. So we have Hyderabad, Chennai, Delhi. We fix the cities. Correct? Now what we can do? We will now have to give some positions here. Okay? How do we give those positions? You give 4 per city. You give 4 positions per city. Like this. So I give 4 positions for Hyderabad. I give 4 positions for Chennai. And I give 4 positions for Delhi. So that which city is having 4 people, I don't know. Correct? That is why the initial analysis is important. Minimum 3 per city. But if I put only 3 people per city, I'll get 9. One additional person I need to accommodate in one of the cities. So that's why I give 4 positions like this. So let's see now, based on the data, how do we distribute the persons? Let's analyze that. Got it? Okay. Right. Now he says the following information is known about them. Now he says B and H visited the same city. Okay. And then H and F visited different cities. Okay. B and H same city, H and F different cities. Okay. So we have B and H is same, H and F is different. Okay. But immediate next to see what he says, neither H nor F visited Delhi. Okay. Neither H nor F visited Delhi. But we know H and F have to visit different cities. Correct? So now immediately you should understand, here is where I am going to get 2 possibilities straight away. How? I can put H as Hyderabad and F as Chennai, case 1. Case 2 I reverse, F as Hyderabad, H as Chennai. That is going to be my case 2. That is going to be my case 2. Yes, is it clear? Yeah. So these are the 2 cases, because neither H nor F is going to be in Delhi. Now wherever you place a H, you can immediately place B also, because B and H are from same city. So I will place B here, place B here. Don't worry about the order of the persons. That is not our concern. Our concern is who is visiting which city. That's all. So the order of the persons you need not worry about. You can place the persons in any positions irrespective of. Okay. Right. Then further what he says, A visited Hyderabad but not with J. Okay. So A compulsorily is visiting Hyderabad but not with J, means J can never visit Hyderabad. That's the understanding. J has to be in one of the other cities. Correct? It's similar to saying that A and F, A and J are different cities. But we know A is from Hyderabad. That's it. Okay. Then what else do we have? A visited Hyderabad but not with J. Then next, C and G visited the same city. Okay. So we have C and G are going to visit the same city. Right. Now obviously in the first case it cannot be Hyderabad because not enough positions. Correct? Right. Because if I suppose see, if I have 5 people from Hyderabad, then minimum 3, he never put the maximum limit. Okay. Minimum is 3. Even if I take 5 people from Hyderabad, then how many more are there? Only 5 more are there. But each city should have 3. Can I accommodate 5 people in those 2 cities by each city having 3? Not possible. So that's the understanding. That is why the initial analysis is important. So when he said minimum is 3 persons per city, if I put 3 persons per city, I'll get 9 people. Then there is only 1 more person to be fixed. So maximum I can have is 4. That goes without saying in this case. That is what you have to understand. Okay. So minimum is 3. At most, that is what is how we understand the maximum. At most is 4. That is maximum is 4 persons. You cannot have 5. Got it? So from this case, when he said C and G are from the same city, in the first case it can never be Hyderabad, but in the second case you can have them. Okay. So for now, let us keep it open. We'll come back to it. Then further what he says, E visited a city that neither B nor F visited. So E has to visit a city which is not visited by B, not visited by F, neither B nor F. Okay. So neither B nor F. So that means E has to visit Delhi. Here also neither B nor F. So E has to visit Delhi. In both cases, E will be fixed here. Right. Okay. Then further what he says, D visited Chennai. So that is directly given to us. Right. So D is visiting Chennai. Okay. Then I visited a city which was visited by more number of persons than the number of persons who visited Delhi. So, you have to put I in such a city which has more number of persons than the persons who have visited Delhi. Okay. So, I belongs to a city, okay, which has the number of persons greater than the number of persons visiting Delhi. So, I is visiting a city which has more number of persons than the number of persons visiting Delhi. Okay. We'll look into that. Then he said I and B visited different cities. Okay. That's the end. So, we have I and B visited different cities. Okay. So, now when B is here, I and B have to visit a different city. So, you cannot have I in Hyderabad. Now, can I say I cannot be given Delhi also? Correct? Because I should be in a city which has more number of persons than the number of persons visiting Delhi. So, I cannot be in Delhi. Correct? So, that means the only possibility is you fix I in Chennai. In the first case, because I and B are from different cities. Now, in the second case, again, I cannot be Delhi. That is for sure. So, I can rule out I compulsorily from Delhi in both cases. So, in this case, I will be given in Hyderabad. Correct? Now, you have in the second case, especially look at the second case, you have 3 people in Hyderabad, 3 people in Chennai. Now, we still have to fix this C and G to be from same city. So, it cannot be Hyderabad, it cannot be Chennai. So, it has to be what? Delhi. So, we have C and G. Correct? Now, look at the information that I should visit a city where the number of persons are more than the number of persons visiting Delhi. Now, do I have 3, 3 and 3? Obviously. Then where should be the remaining person, the last 10th person? Compulsorily, it has to be in a city where I is. And who's that remaining person? J. But then unfortunately, we had a condition that said A visited Hyderabad, which is not visited by J. So, that is why we removed J from Hyderabad. But here what is happening? Both A and J are coming in the same city. So, that will tell you that this is not valid anymore. Understanding the point? Then how about here? Now, you can have J here and C and G here. Because C and G visiting the same city, it has to happen only in Delhi. It cannot be Hyderabad. You already have 3 people. Here you already have 3 people. So, C and G here. But now again, I should be visiting a city which has more number of persons than the number of persons visiting Delhi. So, you already have 3 people in Delhi. The remaining person should come in Chennai. So, J will be in Chennai. So, that now A is in Hyderabad, J is in Chennai. So, my condition satisfies. This is going to be my final arrangement. 10 people, 3 cities. This is how the distribution should happen. Now, again see, by the time you come to the last line, your arrangement is ready. You need not go back to the paragraph. You should not go back to the paragraph. That is how you have to understand, interpret and fix. Okay. Right. So, now based on this, let's have a look into the questions. Yeah. So, I have taken the arrangement also. Who visited Hyderabad with A? So, A, along with A, you have B and H. Now, you don't have B in the options, but you do have H. So, third option. Then, which city did C visit? So, C visited which city? Delhi. So, that is available in choice 2. Correct? Then, who among the following persons visited Delhi? So, Delhi we have E, C and G. So, you don't have E or C, but you do have G. Choice 1. Then, 4 of the following 5 are alike in a certain way and hence form a group. Find the one which does not belong to that group. So, it's again a odd man out format. Correct? Now, let's see. We have the persons F, E, D, J, I. Okay. So, F, E, D, J, I. Now, it is very clear. Out of 5 persons, 4 persons are from Chennai. So, who is not from Chennai? E. So, option 2. So, the common logic is same city. that is Chennai. That's the common logic. Correct? Yeah. Then, right. So, those were the questions you have in this particular set. So, hope it is understood. Hope we made some progress here. Correct? So, learn to recognize them using positions. Then you need not go back to the paragraph. You need not, okay, go back to the paragraph. You don't have to. Learn them using positions. Got it? Right. Okay. So, again, please do join or subscribe to our YouTube channel, that is Time for Bank Exams, for all the bank related exams, and also for SSC, CGL, insurance, railways and other related exams. You will find the necessary information. And these are the links for our other social media handles, for Telegram channel, YouTube channel, Instagram and Facebook. The links are given in the description box. Now, for classroom coaching, do contact your nearest time center, and for online courses, you can enroll at t4e.info/bank-ssc-online. Okay. So, thank you. Hope we made some progress here. Okay. And for any further queries, please do visit our website www.time4education.com, 4, the number 4, okay, or write to us at info@time4education.com. Okay. All right then. Thank you.